Good morning, Dennis. Dennis Praet, NMP, PCH, HayaBusa. Yeah, very early good morning for me here in the headquarters in the land. But you're not here. You are still in Europe, and you are on your way to indoor training.
Yep, exactly. I stopped here at the hotel to do this NSL talk, but the tunnel is a little bit further ahead. It's not open yet. It opens at 11 o'clock. It's now 10:15, and then we start our last training day here in Belgium before we go to Win Games.
Is that the one which is right at the airport where you can see basically the planes taking off?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's always also have been already some World Cups organized here and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty known tunnel.
Yeah, I think I've been there. Isn't that the one actually in Luxembourg or is it in
No,
Belgium? It's Belgium.
it's
Okay.
it's Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you are in the middle of the preparations for the Wind Games, I guess. And I hear I better get used to being up, kind of in the middle of the night. It's good training, Dennis. Thank you. Getting, getting me ready because if you want to watch it live, which I have done in the past, um, then there's no other way than getting up in the middle of the night, basically. I don't know when, but the flying at the wind games is beginning in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. It changed a little bit for day one on Thursday. I think we do two rounds on that day, but not sure when. But then the other days, Friday, Saturday, we fly in the morning.
Yeah, and the wind games is you have that place probably in good memory, even with this lineup, because you had a very great start into the indoor season last year with a
Yeah, yeah,
exciting start.
yeah. We had a good first meet with this lineup last year, and it's always been a good place for us to go to. I think the atmosphere is great. The teams that are there, it pushes you, and everybody's watching at the same time. So it's a good start of the year. Yeah.
And you were not only as of attending a great event and a great place. You have good memories of the athletic performance there last year. You actually eventually outscored the Golden Knights, right? No, Tunnel Vision for the
Yeah.
second place.
Yeah. We have I mean, the history of Hayabusa at Win Games has always been great. We've put our top performances there with this new lineup. We had a great performance for us, um, and also that's the place where we always broke records back in the day. So fun memories of that tunnel.
So what do I'm sure you as a team captain, as you are at the moment, and not only because of that, but you are a professional in the sport. I'm sure you have been following all the sensational and surprising and interesting changes on the other teams. You are going there with the same lineup that performed very well last year, but other teams have gone through some changes there, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you have followed it. What are your thoughts?
Uh, oh, it's tough to say. It's such big changes at the moment going on. Some of them that we don't understand yet because there's not been let's say a reason why, and I don't maybe that can be very personal of the changes, and some of them were pretty shocking. I'm very sad to see Chris step away from airspeed. I will see him at Win Games because I think he's competing for with tunnel vision. Um, because I like
Okay.
him a lot as a person, as a champion. But exciting to see Michelle step in airspeed and see what they do. I'm pretty sure that timing wasn't great for them of this change with them bringing up two new members in Allison and Doug, and now losing Chris must not be easy. but I wish them, obviously it's airspeed. It's a big value and a big name in the sport and a big value, and I hope they can continue the project for sure. And then now tunnel vision, I see that they're on social media, at least they're pushing for it. So I'm very curious to see a lot of teams and a lot of performances. The French, which we expect to be on top of everybody, which they should be. So, but yeah, it's tunnel. Anything can happen. You give us or you give the top teams a fast round, and the top teams might have some glitches, and the lesser teams have a good round, and all of a sudden stuff happens. It's a very interesting times. Nothing is very stable at the moment.
Yeah, and interesting that only the three official national teams at the moment, they continue actually with unchanged with the same lineups. There's that consistency, and they are already the best teams in their countries, and then they continue with the same lineups. I don't know how any other team. Well, we'll talk more about this, but the changes are truly interesting. So I can't wait, as you and as we all. It will be interesting to see the starting point. Especially SB Tunnel Vision is probably. I mean, I'm sure Niklas is glad to have Chris taking the open
Yeah,
slot. I mean, what else can you get? The two-time world champion.
yeah,
So-
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think tunnel vision will have at this moment, short term, a lot more profit of it of having Chris, although they will train less. And I think for airspeed it will be much more of a working phase and building up and going through struggles and all that. That's what we know. So yeah, Chris and Nicholas teaming up again. They know each other inside out. So I think that's a good thing for tunnel vision. And airspeed will have some work, but they have more. Because I listened to Nicholas's interview, I think Airspeed has more of as the platform to grow, and Tunnel Vision they do it a little bit on their own, and with Chris stepping in, they have a little bit less training. So I think for now, Tunnel Vision will be very strong, but in the long run, you never discount Airspeed.
yeah. And I don't. Did you listen to Michelle when we had this conversation? Have you studied that?
I listened a little bit, yeah,
Okay. So the most interesting part to me is I don't know if you caught that, but the interesting part with the S-Speed is they weren't sure which slots they're gonna have,
yeah,
right? So the famous 3%, she said, 97% or so they know, but
hmm
there are 3% which were open,
yeah.
and we don't know yet. So if you were S-Speed, or let's say you were the coach for Arizona S-Speed, which slots would you assign to them?
You want my prediction of the slots?
Yes, yes, please.
Oh, there's a lot of scenarios. Obviously, you have one senior member, which is Joey, which is very good in his slots as a point. And I would guess if you're good as a point, you're good as an outside center because front piece doesn't have a B slot. Um, so I'm guessing he's gonna stay in the front for sure. And I think he might switch to outside center just to take a bit of a more of a responsible role, a little bit as I did. But I don't really see him flying wise in the back. So I don't see him taking Chris slots. So I'm guessing Joey will go to outside center. That leaves Allison and Michelle. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep Doug in the tail. So, and if I only look at body type, I would put Allison in inside center with Joey, as he's already has center experience, and Michelle being a lighter person, the girl on the team, I would put her on the point.
Well,
That's I mean that is my prediction. I am pretty sure that Doug will stay in a slot, and I am pretty sure that Michelle will go front piece, being the lighter girl, and then you
which
only
she's
have
done in the past. She has
yeah.
point experiences.
Yeah, yeah, that's my view. But maybe we see them and they have completely different slots.
Well, we will see very soon. we should that would be a good bet. It's a betting situation. We should make
I
start a bet on
I
that.
can also I would also see I would still see Allison maybe going to inside center, but I can also see the Joey staying on point because he knows it inside out, and giving Michelle outside center because she's light and quick. But that's then a bigger responsibility to having Allison and Michelle being the newer persons in the team taking the center. I would put Joey in the center.
And we will
We'll
see
see.
very
It's all
soon.
speculation, Kurt.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but it's fun to speculate about this. Yeah. So besides this, so we covered tunnel vision already. So let's look at this. You probably have seen the the famous power rankings. Um, what would you have to say here? So do you if we're looking at the teams, the field that is expected or that is registered at Timor, those are the registered teams. Um,
Yeah.
and then the expected slots or finishing
Mhm.
positions.
Yeah.
What do you see there? Would you agree with that, or where do we need some changes here?
Yeah. I see. Let's start at the top. Obviously, the French they'll be number one. They have to be number one. Um, and then obviously we have us and the Golden Knights. I think considering middle of last year, end of last year, and what they showed at their nationals, also outdoor, I think they are consistency wise they're ahead of us. Performance wise, I think we can equal jumps or even go past their jumps, but um, from what I said last time, we're not consistent enough yet. But we can fight with them, and I'm kind of hoping now for this meet starting 2026 that we can show more consistency. That's what we're aiming for, and to be in the fight with Golden Knights. That's our goal. That's our goal. And then if you go further down the rankings, I saw airspeed, tunnel vision. I saw dynos. I think dynos will be. You never underestimate them. Uh, they're a team with a lot of passion, a lot of drive. The guy in there, Paul, he wants it very badly to be up there. But I will put tunnel vision in front of Arizona airspeed and the dynos. Ooh, but you put them all on on the same ranking four, right?
Yeah, they're all four. So
Mm,
you can the everything that is under four is not really ranked. They're all,
they're
nobody
they're in a
knows.
fight. Yeah,
You want to fight.
yeah,
So
yeah. They're in a
you
fight.
and Golden Knights will be in a fight for two. Now
Yeah.
Aethers
Yes.
are
Yeah.
the top favorite. And then we
Mm-hmm.
have like five teams. And I don't, when I was thinking about this, I couldn't give them a different number, because they seem to be so close.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I have no unruly. Can you enlighten me who that is?
there they are.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So yes. Okay, yeah. So and then is Julian also flying with the dino or Roy flying with the dinos then?
Well, that's the big question now. Who knows? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't have the answer for this, but
Okay, yeah.
it's a private event, the Wind
Mm-hmm.
Games,
So
so they
anybody can do what they
may
want, yeah.
allow double duties.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's such
yeah.
a high quality level too, a high level, teams. I don't know if the teams would want to do double duties. They
Yeah.
probably want their player coaches to prepare with them all
Mm-hmm.
the time and not being distracted with another team. So
Yeah.
I don't really know. What do you think?
Yeah, but anytime you have Roy or Julian in your team, whether it be Dinos or Unruly, you have a good team. So yeah, I think your ranking is good, but it's an intense competition to do double duties, especially at a high level. So but yeah, I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they may stay away because from double duties because dinos um, have been with two of the NFTO girls, right? Sean and
I
Dana, I
yes,
believe.
and
So
yeah, I'm
yeah, well,
curious with who they're gonna turn up because usually it has been Roy or Julian with the dinos.
yeah, exactly.
Mm,
So you one or the one of the two was with them, but
yeah.
who knows? Paul, they may have another um,
Hmm.
card in the bag that
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
forward. So who kn what other
Who knows?
player coaches do we have out there? Dennis, maybe.
I have no idea. Those are the two big ones.
Yeah, those are the most famous ones.
Yeah,
They are also, they are also with Yasuki. There were Roy
yeah.
and
Livio
Michele,
Michele.
Michele.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's, you never know where he shows up.
yeah. I
So
think your ranking is pretty good. And it's nice to see so many teams like positioned at the same, where you have a fight.
yeah, yeah, I'm excited about this. Interesting also that again, the top three are the national teams, and especially as they are coming with the established lineups, I
Yeah.
cannot imagine that anybody would be able to keep up with them.
And I'm kind of hoping, and I'm actually also thinking that tunnel vision will actually be more in in between the two big blocks that you have right behind us.
Oh, so in other words, they could threaten the top three there somehow.
Yeah, yeah. I think they'll be on the heels.
Ah, interesting.
Considering the lineup and considering it's an only tunnel team,
Hmm.
yeah, makes it a bit easier if you can only focus on tunnel and not doing both outdoor indoor.
Yeah. So what I have been doing is there is kind of an unofficial ranking within the group. So you would put tunnel vision here on the top.
I
So
would put them on the top. I would give them even fourth spot,
okay,
and
okay.
all the rest that are in a battle, put them on five.
Ah, interesting. Okay, well,
That's
I will do this.
when I think about it now. Yeah,
Let's see if the audience will protest or if they agree
we'll
with
see. We'll see.
that. I'm going to change that. That's a very reasonable thought, of course. We have two world champions there.
Yeah,
So,
one guy that pushes hard, Nicholas.
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
I'm guessing he's not gonna, and we had a jump off with them
Hmm.
last year, so I don't put them too far away from the podium.
Agreed. Okay, nice. I like that because that's where we talk about this stuff. So it gets an evaluation and then an improvement, hopefully, and then we put money on it, right?
Yeah,
So
no, no.
whoever whoever is the closest with the positioning
Yeah,
is winning. Um, okay. Um, anyway, so interesting aspect is too
we
that again the three national teams with continuation and consistency in their lineups, and then the other teams,
we do
the
have
changes.
some unfortunate names that are not on the list. I see, like out of the blue, I knew Aguera, the Norwegians. I don't see them on the list either, so that's a bit sad. But let's hope we see them on the World Cup then.
And they are European teams.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, they may be in preparation for the World Cup and save their user time. Who knows? But of course,
Yeah,
we love to see the people all the time, um, especially the ones which are competitive,
yeah.
as they are.
And I've seen your articles on you're doing with the relationship between Nicholas and Hayabusa, which was a little bit put to the side with the change in airspeed now, but those were very interesting articles because yeah, from the moment that I joined Hayabusa and I did my first World Championships, I've always been competing against Nicholas. There was not a single competition where I haven't competed against him. So that was a very interesting topic of you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad that that it is interesting enough to catch somebody's attention at least a little bit, and then the beyond the upcoming wind games forward competition, um, there are changes in 8-way too. I don't know if you saw that already on the on the latest scoreboard that has been posted, but we have scores from Russia. Now XP8 has
Mm-hmm.
doubled to Saudi Arabia, and I think Abu Dhabi. No, Abu Dhabi
Yeah.
is United Emirates, right?
This. Yes.
UAE.
Yeah. Yeah. It's UAE. Yeah. 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 I mean, I haven't seen the jumps of the 8-way to be honest, but those are some impressive scores. And hang on. Oh yeah, that's a close fight.
Yeah,
Very close.
the 3 points, and that's another new XP8 lineup. You know,
Yeah.
we had recent changes. So those changes at XP8, they are just a few weeks old. So that
Hmm.
came as a surprise to me. I had no idea, that this was coming.
Yeah.
Did you
But we
follow
also
that?
don't know. No, I did not. But I knew that they were going to do some changes that I knew, and that it was going to be that good. I didn't, so I saw the scores now. Thank you very much. But the Russians, you don't know if it's the same lineup that has been together for so many years against a newly formed US team, which then
Mhm.
in theory makes that the US can grow more. But maybe Russia is also there with some new members, new guys, because it's been very quiet on Russian side. Normal. So it's hard to
Well,
take it into consideration if they can or not show up at official meets now.
another interesting thing is also, I mean, the new XP8 members are not really fresh and new, like the other, like Brandon and Carl
Mm,
and James. They are fresh and new. I mean, really
yeah,
to on the top level. But then the two new members are not really, Matt Davidson, one of the
yeah,
most
yeah, yeah,
successful,
yeah.
the most successful eight-way competitor in
Of
history.
course.
By now, he will at least be at the end of the year,
Yeah,
and and then Doug Barron. So
yeah,
which means, like, no surprise probably that the Rhythm is not on the Win Games list,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
because
Also true.
yeah, he has more important things to do now,
Yeah.
if you can say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, but I think in 8-way it's then you have new guys, but if you're surrounded by that many experienced and good guys that can help you make your setups and make your flying a little bit easier in 8-way, and they know it so well, it makes it easy. For example, if you have an airspeed now with okay, they all know the 4-way, but they need to learn the airspeed style and way of thinking and thinking to reach the world championship level with when you have that much change, it's going to take a bit longer to adapt. But in 8-way, if you have two or three new guys and you're surrounded by that much experience, six people that have so much experience, it's easier to fit in and follow.
And it makes it probably even easier to pull away from other teams, because that knowledge that
Yeah,
that
that
there are two
confidence.
couples in there, Matt Jen Davidson, and
Yeah,
then Kirk and Gina, that knowledge together
yeah.
in a lineup that nobody else has that eight-way knowledge.
That yeah,
So that's incredible. So no, the other teams, it's almost impossible for them to keep up, except the Russians. Who knows? They beat the new
yeah,
lineup in Abu
yeah. But
Dhabi.
then the question is, where can they show the Russians? They could show now in Abu Dhabi, but where can they show?
Yeah, that's the problem, and we'll see what comes out of that. I
Mhm.
hear that at least there's consideration again to somehow find a way to include Russia again in the sport. We're not talking politics. We've never talked politics
We're talking
neither in
sports.
NSL Live Talk nor anywhere else. And in other sports, they do the same thing. They're not talking politics. They just go to the
Mm,
tennis court or to whatever it is and do their
yeah,
thing. And
yeah,
so at least it's good to hear that there is consideration of possibly
yeah.
some.
As long as you talk about uh, bringing people together that love the sport, you can
Yeah,
put politics aside.
yeah.
If you bring politics in it, then it changes the game. But we're talking here about skydiving, indoor skydiving. a sport everybody's passionate about, and everybody that will be there in Apuria or that is there on World Championships is there because they love the sport.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's not happening in Russia. You know, the last World Meet in 2021 was in Tanai,
Yeah.
but now they meet in Abu Dhabi. Have you been
Hmm.
in that tunnel yet?
I have been in a tunnel one time. Yeah, I did a 16-way event with Catherine Leather and Kate Lindsley from the UK, and it's an amazing tunnel.
Hmm.
There's not many tunnels that excite me anymore. Let's say in the building, it's just for me, it's a can be either a nice building or not, but the tube is the same. But that thing in Abu Dhabi is a beast.
It seems to be a lot of space. If you watch,
Yeah,
it is
wait,
now.
wait. Yeah, there's way too much space there. Even for if you would do a four-way competition there, you don't. It's it's tough. You won't go to the center of the tunnel. There's too much. You would spend too much energy drifting to the center to do your work there. You stay in front of the door because there's way too much space.
It looks like a forward team at the Paraclete tunnel, you know, in a
Yeah.
16-foot chamber.
Hmm.
There was a four-way competition, in fact, in Abu Dhabi, but a four-way women competition.
Okay.
So I have to dig into this a little bit to learn more. What was there? There haven't been a lot of competitions in Abu Dhabi. You know, there was teams go there or people go there to run some 16-way events, you know, and fun stuff and so forth. But competition, not so much yet. Maybe it's beginning now. You know, a new phase of new competitions or different competitions.
Yeah.
So when are you leaving? When are you traveling to
We travel by
Spain?
car, unfortunately, Monday morning.
The coming Monday. Okay.
Yeah, Monday morning. We fly Monday night because when we were booking the times, there was not everything was available yet anymore. So we fly Monday evening after our long travel, but that was the only thing we could get. Tuesday, 1 hour, Wednesday, half an hour, and then Thursday it starts.
Yeah, it's a pretty long drive. I mean, you know, it's Europe, but Europe stretches out quite a bit too. You know, if you
Yeah.
would go from Scandinavia to Spain or so, that's
Hmm.
probably I mean, everybody likes to travel by car or whatever in Europe. But
Yeah.
from, let's say, Agera, from Norway to Spain, phew,
But they would fly, but they're not coming.
yeah, yeah. But and even from Belgium to, we used to travel from Germany to Spain for training and the world meet. It takes a whole day of driving at
It's a whole
least.
day. It's a whole
Yeah.
day of driving. Luckily, we're four people that can swap driving. So yeah, but we drive. We've Monday morning we go, Monday evening we train, and then it's competition week.
Yeah, coming up soon, the first indoor competition of the year, and HayaBusa is going to be there. And we have a preview here from Dennis Praet. Good luck in in Spain. Thanks for the little adjustments. I have to remember that later to put the tunnel vision into fourth place in between the top and that. Thanks for that. And then I hope we will speak again when it's all over. Well,
We will for sure.
I'll probably leave you alone there when you're preparing for the event, and then chat again afterwards.
All good.
Dennis,
Talking
thank you very
Kurt.
much. Safe travels, and then good
Yep.
luck with
We'll speak soon,
everything.
Kurt.
My best to the team.
Will
Have a
do.
good
Bye
day.
bye.
Bye.